Modders have been hard at work, adding new features inside the game, engine fixes to make your game run a lot smoother, the ability to skip the entire tutorial dungeon, and now we even have Jiggle physics. Dang you. These are the best new mods to further enhance your Oblivion Remastered experience. We'll first be starting off with the alternative start mod. So as you start a new game, you'll of course customize your character as usual, but instead of starting out in a prison cell, you'll be a passenger on a boat. As soon as you sleep the trip away, you'll be able to choose your class and birth sign as usual, and then you'll arrive at the port in Imperial City. So you'll no longer have to go through that tutorial dungeon never again. We then have a mod called Ultimate Engine Tweaks. This makes changes to the game that removes stutters, improves your performance and stability, decreases input latency, and improve overall picture clarity. This is all implemented in a way to prevent any visual loss as well, so you can install this with no worries. This works for Steam, Game Pass, and even the Steam Deck, so whatever you're playing on, this mod has you covered. Now, similar to other Bethesda games such as Skyrim and Fallout, Oblivion Remastered now has a script extender. Now by itself this doesn't really do anything that you'll notice, but modders will be able to use its utilities to add and customize even more mods into this game. So you can expect even more mods to come out pretty soon. I have a full guide on how to install this as well as the engine tweaks, which I'll leave linked down below if you want to check it out. Next we have a mod that fixes the sprinting mechanic. So instead of having that Naruto-esque lean forward type of sprint, your character will now look like a certified track star. The sprint now has a more upright lean, and you're even able to choose the option if you want your palms closed or open. And I do gotta say this animation does be looking better. Moving on, we have some pretty delectable additions to the game. Starting out with the abandoned house in Shadenhall, we have the mod Abandoned House Player Home. This unabandons the abandoned house and allows you to use it as a safe haven. So you have plenty of things to store your loot, you have a handy altar of enchanting, a little desk to make your mod showcases, and then of course on the upper level you have a bed to lay your head. It even looks like you get yourself a fancy new weapon. It actually comes with surprisingly a whole bunch of different goodies that you might find useful. Either way, it's a nice humble abode above the Dark Brother Sanctuary. Next we have some handy additions right outside the Imperial prison sewers. This mod is called Imperial Prison Sewer Dock Additions. And from our previous showcase where we had the starter camp, this mod expands upon it. So this mod adds new various objects and items around the dock, usable furniture, some ambient misc items, and even a hidden treasure chest you'll have to find. This is a dock you definitely can't miss. Our last player home type mod we'll be covering is called Cloud Ruler Camp. This mod adds a simple camp for you to use that were originally the stables, and inside looks absolutely beautiful. Hey yo. You have a player owned bed to sleep in at any time, safe storage options, spell and enchanting stations, and a bunch of other goodies for you to have. This mod alone makes it worthwhile joining the Blades. Now moving on, we have the mod High Quality 4K Rolled Map. So no longer will you have a blurry low quality map, you'll have a map that is crispy with those 4K textures. And you know everybody absolutely loves crispy. Alternatively, there is a colored world map mod too. So if you want to add some pretty nice vibrant colors into your map, which really give you a depiction of what kind of environment you'll be getting into, this mod would be an excellent option as well. Now we'll get into the mod Climates Revised. This mod aims to enhance the vanilla weathers by redistributing weather chances across all of the regions. This will give you more diverse weather types instead of that constant overcast or foggy look. And depending on the actual region you're in, you'll have different percentages for different weathers that coincide with the actual region you're in. So all in all, you'll get a more diverse weather palette, adding some nice variation to your game. Next, we have a few cool companion mods. And starting off, we have Rex, your loyal dog. For some reason, I seemingly have 3 different Rexes now. But despite that, Rex is a pretty powerful follower. He spawns right outside of the Imperial City waterfront. Rex will always match the player level, and Rex will even assist you in combat. Plus, there's no need to worry about him dying, because Rex is immortal. And no worries if you're not into dogs. Instead, you can use a mod called Hire Any NPC, and this requires you to recruit up to 20 different followers. This mod gives you a few different commands, so in your magic menu you'll be able to configure the mod, stop combat, call all of your followers, or even dismiss them. So whoever you feel like you want to tag along on your journey, you can go ahead and grab them. There's even an essential friendly creatures mod that allows you to recruit dogs, rats, wolves, or even some daedric creatures. So you basically have unlimited potential. Now we actually have some new body types, and this one is called No More Milk Drinkers. This changes the body type for Imperials, Red Guards, Orcs, and the Nords. So those characters will have a beefier look compared to what they originally looked like. It's almost like how the Skyrim character creation looked, where you could change the body slider to max or minimum. Definitely a welcomed addition. You even have body changes for Khajiit called Jacked Khajiit, and then Argonians called Beefy Argonians. So just like the previous mod, these races will be a lot more jacked, and this works for the males as well as the females, and the same goes for the Argonian version as well. You got some new stacked body presets. And then of course we have the ARTOs body with Jiggle physics, which of course outfits the other female bodies into a sleeker, deeper design, adding some physics on top. This is currently in beta, so you'll see some clipping depending on the clothes type you're wearing, so just be wary of that. Other than that though, this mod is pretty deep. We also have a mod called Young Textures Revamped, which retextures how the young face looks on your character. This will just give your character a smoother face, which will actually make it look like you chose the young face preset. Now if you're looking for some worthwhile reshades, we have one called Nolvus, which is a preset ported from the popular Nolvus mod pack. So now you can get that beautiful look in Oblivion Remastered. But then we also have LoreBlivion ReShade, which gives you a different kind of look. Reshades are definitely pretty subjective, so you really have to go and test a few out to see what you actually like. And then we have a few honorable mentions, including all original voices. So if you want the original voices from Oblivion, you can go ahead and give this mod a download. And then also the classic Oblivion leveling speed. So if you want to go back to the old days of the classic Oblivion leveling speed, you now have an option for that. Hopefully you found a mod or two that was worthwhile. And if you need any help installing any of these mods, make sure to check out my guide linked down below. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any further mod showcases, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Until next time, we'll see ya.